Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sin. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn your notifications so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all shower me here with. I am grateful, and to all my members, you all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important. I found this thing very nasty, very super nasty and gross, and I thought I should bring it here because we are here for everything. And it's about a young man who actually said that for being nice, I don't know when being nice or being kind to people means that people are always gonna say yes to you, and then when they say no to you or when they turn you down, you want to do something horrible to them, like coming on the internet to say that women that turn nice guys down deserves grape, right? A lot of people are coming out. People are not finding it funny. A lot people came out with their own destiny. Some people actually think that women these days are smiling. Women are not smiling. People are gonna peep you that you're thin and give it to you, cut it and give it to you. So if you are thinking that that at your age, that all you want to think of is how to assault a woman because you were turned down, you have really not started, and it is not growth. You have not even grown one bit. A lot of people actually came out condemning, very condemnable something. I don't understand how this rubbish actually made its way to the internet, because it is gross. And his name actually said Notorious Wh0pped with his fat head. I am just going to roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it, and I absolutely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let's get into it.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like
you. Are not entitled to anything. Any man, any boy, or any brother who thinks this way deserves everything that's coming from him. This is 2023. More and more women, especially on the sister side, are carrying that thing. They're going to use that pew to shoot that Pe0ple. And I'm all for it. You ain't a nice guy. You're not a nice guy at all. Quit lying to yourself. Leave these women alone. Leave them alone. You deserve everything that's coming for you for posting this junk. You deserve everything for this post. I hope you get it.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like.
The only reason why I'm stitching that account is so that you all will go to that video and report it, and then report that account. Furthermore, this is why whenever men self-proclaim themselves as nice guys, I take it with a grain of salt. Newsflash, but a nice guy would not say that women need to be assaulted just for rejecting him. Go to counseling.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
9 times out of 10, when you think you a nice guy, you probably a little fucking weirdo. You need some counseling, and I mean some wall-to-wall counseling. And what that is that's we take your little ass, right, and we introduce you to one wall, and then another wall, and then another wall, and then another wall, until your mental health, your clear mental health issues are cleared up. Because who the fuck do you think you are? You think you entitled to a woman's body? Why? Because you speak softly to them, or probably send some lame ass love letter, and when they reject your little big-headed ass, you feel like they should be violated. What if somebody was to violate you, right? What if somebody was to take your body or to take your cookies because they felt like you had something that they were entitled to? You're not entitled to nobody's body. You better get that counseling. You better get that shit checked out and get some counseling before you end up in a penitentiary.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
You are not a nice guy. You are a boy, cosplaying at being a man, radiating, I have my mother's last name type of energy. And assuming you could even afford such luxury it's likely no woman could even bring herself to even pretend to tolerate you, even for a set price. So you rage farm on here like you're some tough guy challenging strangers to come say their piece to your face. But that's only because no man could possibly hurt you nearly as much as any woman could by simply rejecting you. I mean, who wrote your villain origin story? Dr. Seuss? People look at you and they see a runt from the litter of society. And that is why women want nothing to do with you, boy.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
I think you misrepresented the reason why women reject you, my friend. It could be your cranium, maybe the little ears. It could be a number of things, but the one thing I can tell you, it's not because you're a nice guy. See, you have to understand that you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And you, my friend, are a cup of piss that reeks of a sexually transmitted infection. Because for you to think that something so egregious as grape should happen to a woman for rejecting you says it all. You have no niceness about you. You are actually probably trying to lead with nice because you lack character, you lack confidence, you lack a sense of humor, you lack conversation, and you probably approach women giving them grapey vibes, so they reject you because they can sense the fuckery coming from a mile away. See, the thing is, some of you guys who think that women should just talk to you just because you're nice, you have an entitlement issue, and that entitlement issue could be making the difference as in why you have effective communication with women. Why don't you address that and don't ever suggest that someone should be great because they don't like you again? Have a beautiful day.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
This absolutely has to be the worst take I've heard in 2023. The absolute worst take I've heard in 2023. To say that just because a woman didn't want you personally, didn't want you to have you, or didn't want to be around you, she deserves to be graped? Really? Really? I get it, you might have been hurt and traumatized and dissed and probably disrespected your whole life, but your soul is disturbed. Your soul is messed up. Your spirit is messed up if you think a woman deserves that. You need counseling. You need help. You need someone to pray for you, talk to the ancestors, because your spirit is messed up if you think women deserve that for doing you wrong. I had a lot of women do me wrong. I don't think any of them deserve to be graped. What the hell is wrong with you? Are you sick? The fact that you know what, I want you to know something. The fact that you even advocate that, the fact that you even stand behind that, you're just as bad as the rapist. Just as bad. No wonder the girls didn't want you. They probably saw something in you right now just because of that. You need help, bro. You need help. Seriously.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
I know you probably made this video so you could have your 15 minutes of fame, right? So people would stitch and then you'd feel important for 10 seconds because nobody loved you when you were a child, which is probably understandable because of the fucking shit that you just said. Not even a man his own mother could love. You know what I mean? But to be clear, your father failed you completely because you're not even a man. I don't even know what you are besides heavy on the pathetic. Do you know what I mean? But here's your 15 minutes of fame. Here you go.
Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
My last video got removed for violating community guidelines. Okay, but his sound's still up. This man is literally talking about raping women because they reject him. But I respond to it and my video gets community guidelines and removed. Whatever. I say this to say this. TikTok, y'all really be picking and choosing. So I'm not even going to curse or do whatever. But that video had me mad tight because he's a predator and he's allowed to be on this platform. I'm not sure why that sound is still up. It's very, very bizarre. He's very, very wild and out of pocket for what he said. And what I said was nowhere near what he said. I just talked about his hairline and his complexion and his makeup and foundation and his hairline and his dusty beard. And I still stand 10 toes down on that. But y'all move my stuff. Y'all be careful. What the fuck?
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
Quite a few years ago, I was going through a training class for business. And you want to know what the first thing that they told us? Never trust any product that must give itself a title. If it's not earned, it's not worth your time. Therefore, don't title the products that you sell. And given that you have professed yourself to be a nice guy, but saying that women deserve to be assaulted for turning you down, let me guess, you grew up with mommy and Meemaw telling you that you were the prize, that any girl would be lucky to have you, and when you were turned down, you were told she doesn't know what she's missing. We all know exactly what we're missing when we reject you specifically. We are missing becoming featured on SVU. We are missing additional trauma into our lives. We are missing being stalked and harassed. Because see, listen here, Bullethead. Try that in the wrong town. See how far you make it down the walkway. See, we are no longer confined to being sugar and spice and everything nice and being demure and seen but not heard. We will beat the ever-loving shit out of you. We are not obligated to give you any attention. We are not obligated to share space with you. And I'm sorry, Mighty Mouse, who the fuck is supposed to be intimidated by you? In bare feet, I'm pretty sure I could see every particle of hair on the top of your head. I'm pretty sure I would have a better time with a can of Vienna sausage. Now, I cannot confirm nor deny that this here video has been sent to some people of authoritative stature in your area. Because, you know, we women, we're allowed to use our brains now. And when you threaten one of us, you threaten all of us. And when you threaten one of us, we are better than the CIA and the FBI. But just because nobody wants you, because you've never decided to work on you. But, you know, since you want to make threats on the internet, I'm sure Bubba can fulfill your prophecy for you in intake.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like.
That's the reason why me always say, like, don't trust anybody, any youth who always call himself a nice guy. Because me always hang out with certain people, anytime they call themselves a nice guy, they turn out to be the worst person just because they don't get one woman. Because they feel like being nice means you're guaranteed to have this woman. You deserve her. No. Nothing goes there. Imagine a whole heap of people like that I walk around on the planet. I feel like, say, yo, if me can't get you, nobody else not have you. Everything bad for happen to you. But don't trust people like that. And that's why I really don't hang out with people. Because a lot of them walk around with that mindset, say, yo, woman forget this because they don't want me.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
So TikTok, can you explain to me how Megamind is on here talking about graping women because they don't want to date him? And that's okay? And that video is still up? Like, just explain that. I'm not even talking to the person that posted the video. I'm talking to TikTok and the disgusting shit that you allow.
Now, when a black person combats ignorance, they get community guidelines violation. But when you got, I'm not even going to claim this person as a part of my community, because somebody in my community would never say no shit like that. But when somebody that presents as black says or does ignorant shit, shakes their ass, threatens to rape women because they don't want to date them, y'all let that shit stand. Make that shit make sense. And for the original poster, keep in mind, we are not our grandmothers or our great-grandmothers. If you come at us sideways, oh, we got a hot one for that ass. And most of us have brothers or sons or uncles. Plenty of amazing men in our lives that will handle that shit for us. Like, get your fucking mind right.
Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like.
I want you to listen and listen very fucking well so you do not misunderstand what I'm about to fucking say. You are not a nice guy. You are not even a nice person. You're the exact opposite of a nice guy. Nice guys don't feel like they're entitled to women's bodies, especially after being rejected. And a rejection is a clear and definite no. No is a complete fucking sentence, in case you didn't get the memo. I downloaded every single one of your videos, and I promise you, they are going to get into the right hands. But I want to talk about one video of yours in particular where you said anybody in your comments section wouldn't say that shit to your face. With that garbage coming out of your mouth, I promise actions are going to speak a hell of a lot louder than words. Congratulations, you got my attention. All I have to say is good luck.
Great.
Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
Bro, you said that out loud, out your mouth with your whole chest and forehead, where the whole internet can see it. You think with all that head you got, you'd have some brains in it. But let me tell you like this, big bro. Now that we see what you look like, if we see you near a woman, one of the brothers is gonna toss up a hat, and we coming for you. Improve upon yourself, young brother. It ain't worth this. It ain't worth the wrath of brothers that will come on your head if you go after a woman like that because she wouldn't give you none. Be better, bruh. Be better. Because we will not.
To be for rejecting nice guys like me.
Kiddo, I'm going to give you a quick ethics lesson here. What you are referring to, without even realizing it twice actually, is the reward versus punishment model of morality. It is literally the lowest form of morality. It's the lowest form that we can possibly teach, that we use to teach children when they are first introduced to the concept of right versus wrong. It's, if you do good things, you'll be rewarded. If you do bad things, you'll be punished. That's what we teach toddlers. So you're telling me that you haven't evolved past being a fucking 5-year-old. Because think about this for a second. You're saying that because you're nice, you deserve to be rewarded with that woman's affections, whoever you happen to be being nice to. Side note, nobody in the fucking world owes you a goddamn thing, regardless of how nice you are to them. Nobody. Secondly, you're saying that because they reject you, even though you're a nice guy, your feeling is that they should be punished with what is the worst possible thing you could do to a person. You're 20 years old, and you haven't evolved past the moral thinking of a fucking toddler. Grow up.
So I'm getting a lot of disrespectful comments, but one thing, nobody is.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You think nobody will say something to your face, but best believe you ain't that tough as you think. There's a lot of dudes on this planet that don't play about that grape and bullshit. And you think you are tough as you are, but you're not. I handle dudes like you, and I enjoy it. This not a flex. This is not a flexing moment. I protect the women in my family, and I choose to do that for a reason, okay? If the day ever came where I'm getting ready to be a father, I now need to double that. Because if at any point a woman that I care about is in trouble on this aspect, I'm whooping your ass. Now, it may not be you specifically, but in that aspect, the person doing the action deserves that ass whooping. So I need you to be ready for that shit if you're going to be talking that bitch shit.
Great. Girls will always deserve to be for rejecting nice guys like me.
Okay, this is not the typical "is this you?" because this person is beyond reach already. This is not just one red flag. This is a whole series of red flags after red flags after red flags. And women, listen up. If you never listen to anything else I say, listen to this. Go to this person's page, and before you block them, I want you to block every one of those 410 followers. They are telling you who they are. This is all this man's page is about. See, I can't say what I would like to say because maybe I should put it this way. Dragons were slayed. Now, don't interact. Do not try to understand. Do this, please. Go block this page. Go block every one of those followers. I will tag the page in this video so you can find it. Don't interact with any of the videos. Just block. Because not only was that a red flag and a very telling sign, so is this.
What do you females get from putting nice guys last? That's what I want to know. What do you get from it?
There's no reasoning with that. I see some of you all are in the comment section trying to plead a case or trying to reason with monsters. You cannot reason with that. Like I said, go to their page, block all 410 of the people that follow that page, and then block that page. And be on the lookout. If you know where this individual lives, if this individual lives in your area, understand that every woman within his area is in danger. And I said what I said.
That's what I want to know.
Need for you to do is get the fuck off this app, shut the fuck up, and go see a therapist. Like right now, because something is wrong with you.
So this is all I got from this stitches, and yeah, I concur with you, brother. If you ever find this post or anything, block him straight up. I also blocked him, and I know people are gonna take legal action. Action, like, you know, people might also, they've been reporting, because when I saw this, people were already reporting his account. And the fact that that account is still up, I don't know if it's still up to this very moment. It's something I really don't understand. His name actually says it all. It says Notorious Rashid, and his head also says it all. Now let me start with this. That somebody rejected you or somebody said no to you does not mean that it is not a do or die affair, right? And you must not always get yes as for an answer. That you are nice to me and I don't want you. I do not want you. Deal with it and go. And if you are having problems that you need to see a counselor, or you go for counseling, therapy, and all, go for therapy. But this young man is like, I feel like he is really saying this, and he is saying this with his full chest, that for being a nice guy, he deserves everything. For being a great guy, he deserves to have everything. And for that reason, if he does not have anything, women, like, you know, for turning down a nice guy deserves gripping. And I am saying, please, I mean, I think it is time we, I mean, like, I don't know the people are raising these days, but sometimes I think it is not parents, because, like, you know, I went to college before 18 years, or probably 18 years, and my parents were not there. I already know what is good and what is bad. So at some point, you are not supposed to rely on your parents. It is the upbringing they showed you, and being a nice person that you are, that will carry you through life and all that. Because I was like a parent. No, sometimes it's got nothing to do with parents. Some of them grow up to become who they want to be, and this one is already growing up to become a monster. Because if he is agitating, groping for a woman for turning him down, then man, people are not even safe. I mean, if there are, that's what I am going to say, is that if you have kids, if you have friends, if you have sisters, cousins, and please protect every one of them with all that you got. Because the way people are going around these days are something like, it's kind of scary. Look at this one. When I saw it, I was like, whoa, what the hell is going on? And he got the guts and the nerves like to come out to say something like this. He cannot be from my community. I don't know whoever you want to dash him to. And there is also one thing I love about Black community. When something is wrong, they come out and they speak it and they say it. This is absolutely wrong. I do not condone things like this. That's why I said I am going to bring this here. So for whatever he is going to get after posting this video or the rest of it, he deserves it and more. And you're like, you hear what the first guy is saying? He's going to women these days are not even like, it's no longer back then. They are going to cut off your thing and give it to you, hand it over to you, or what's come to worse, they will peel it and still give it to you. Whichever one you want. So if you are thinking that you are going to grab a woman and she will be looking at you, watching you, think twice. This is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.